Hey guys, in this video, I will cover some basic commands of Linux. Let's explore some fundamental commands. Okay, the first command we have is pwd. Pwd command will show you your present working directory. So for me, my present working directory is home and Kali. It's displaying me home/Kali. That's my present working directory. So if I want to display the files and folder inside this directory, I need to use ls command. So guys, hope you know what is a directory. Directory is a folder. Okay. So here it's showing me the directories and the files. Okay. And if I want to move inside this desktop directory, I need to use cd command. Cd command is used for changing the directory. Like if I want to change my directory to desktop, I can use cd command, cd and the directory name. So if I will check my present working directory is home, Kali and /desktop. Okay. So think I'm inside this desktop directory. If I list files and folder inside this desktop directory, I need to use ls command. ls command can list files and folder inside this directory. Okay. So as we can see, there is no files and folders present inside this directory, so it's not showing me anything, right? So let's see how we can create directory. For creating directory, you can use mkdir command, mkdir, and the directory name. Let's say directory name is d1. So that's gonna create a directory with name d1. Okay. If I list files and folder using ls command, now it's showing me d1, right? So d1 is a directory. And if I want to remove this directory, I need to use rmdir command, rmdir d1. So that will remove the directory. So how we can make the directory? For making the directory, we need to use mkdir command. And for removing the directory, we need to use rmdir command. Okay, so let's move to the next command. Next command is for making the file. So if you want to make any file like file1.txt, you can use touch command. Touch command is useful for making the file with 0 byte size. Okay, so here it has created this file using the touch command. Okay, if I want to write any content in it, I can use leafpad text editor, leafpad file1.txt, and I can write any text in that, like this. This is file.txt. All right. So now let's see how we can delete this file. Okay, first list it using ls command. So it's displaying me file1.txt. So for removing this file, we can use rm command, rm file1.txt. That will remove this file. Okay, so if I list here using ls, so it's not displaying many files and folders, right? So using rm command, we can remove the files. Okay, so let's think you have written something in file1.txt. Okay, like this is file1.txt, and you have saved it using Ctrl S. Now just make one more file. Okay, and I'm making one more file, file2.txt. Now if I list here, it's displaying me file1.txt and file2.txt, right? If I want to copy the content of file1 to the file2.txt, I can use cp command. Cp command is useful when I want to copy the content of file1.txt to the file2.txt. So before copying the content, I will display you what is inside the file1.txt. So we check the file1.txt using cat command. So it's displaying us this is file1.txt, right? So let's check the content of file2.txt. Okay, is it displaying us something? It's not displaying us anything because in file2.txt we didn't write any content, right? Whereas in file1.txt we wrote this is file1.txt. So let's copy the content of file1.txt to the file2.txt using cp command. Cp file1.txt to the file2.txt. Here you have to mention the path. As we are in the same directory, so there is no need to mention the path. We can directly write the file name. Okay, so this is gonna copy the content of the file1.txt to the file2.txt. So if I check the content of file2.txt now, so it is having the content. This is file1.txt. So using copy command, we can copy the content of one file to the another file. Okay, and using cat command, we can display the content of the file. Okay, so let's move to the next command. We have one more editor like leafpad. We have nano editor. Nano is a text editor. So I will make one file f1.txt, write something in that. This is f1.txt. Okay, and if I want to save it, I need to click on Control S and then Y, and then now it's Control X, then Y, then hit enter. That's gonna save your file. Okay, so using nano command, nano is a text editor, and we can write something into the file1.txt, and even it is useful for making the file. Okay, so if I want to display the content of f1.txt, what command I can use? The cat command, right? Okay, so let's move to the next command. Next command is move command, mv command. Okay, if I list here my files and folders inside this desktop directory, I can use ls command. Okay, if I want to move the content of f1.txt to the file2.txt, so I can use mv command. Mv command works like cut and paste. Okay, when when you cut the file and you paste it in some other destination or paste it in another path, it works the same. Okay, we'll write mv and f1.txt, then file 2.txt. Here you just have to mention the path. Okay, as we are in the same directory, so no need to mention the path, we can directly mention the name. Okay, so that's gonna move the content of f1.txt to the file2.txt. So let's hit enter and let's again check ls. So here we can see that f1.txt is not there, right? And as it moved to the file2.txt, so let's check the content of file2.txt using cat command. Here can you see, guys, the content which was present inside f1.txt, now it is inside the file2.txt. So using mv command, we can move the content of one file to the other file. Okay, now the next command is man command. If you want to check the manual page of any command, like if I want to check the manual page of ls command, I can type man and ls. That's going to show me the manual page of ls command. So ls command is list directory content, and if you want to quit from here, you can use q option. Okay, so if I press q, that will quit from that page. Okay, so the next command we have, let's check the manual page of man. Okay, if I want to check the manual page of man command, I can use man and man. That will display me the manual page of this man command. All right, so let's open the terminal and we'll explore more commands. So the next command, if you want to check the host name of this machine, okay, just type host name. That will display you the host name. Like in my case, my host name is Kali. All right, and next command, if you want to check the name, you can type uname. That will display the name. Uname is Kali. Uname is Linux, right? So now the next command is we have is if we want to download something from the internet. Okay, like if I want to download, let's go to ngrok. If I want to download ngrok, I'll go to ngrok and download, right? And here I'll click on Linux and we'll choose the version like x86-64, and here just click on that and then right click and then copy link. Okay, if I want to download it from terminal, I can use wget command. Wget command is useful when you want to download the content from the internet. Okay, so that's going to download the ngrok from the internet. All right, as you can see, it has downloaded the ngrok from the internet. So I'm removing it, okay, using rm-rf command. So means I'm removing it forcefully. Okay, so if I want to download using another command, I can use curl command to download the ngrok. Okay, so ngrok, you can download using wget command and the curl command. Okay, so let's copy the link. Copy link. Not only ngrok, anything from the internet, you just have to copy the link and use wget command or the curl command. So it's showing something binary output can mess up your terminal. Use output to tell. So let's use the option not here. Output new dot zip. Okay, so it's started downloading it. As you can see, it has downloaded this ngrok and it created a zip file new dot zip. Right, that's it for this video. We'll see more commands in the next video.